Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you guys are in the world. I just love you so much, beautiful souls. Dov and I wanted to wish you a happy holiday. And I have had so much interference trying to make this video. I had to start it literally 6 times. The thing fell. I forgot to put it on do not disturb and airplane mode. So it's just so I know the message is meant for you because I woke up this morning and I had been going through a lot of emotions due to the full moon in Cancer. And we just had the winter solstice, which is this time where we start to go inward. Everything slows down, right? If you think about hibernation, right? You're going inward, you're eating more, you're more with yourself, you're thinking a lot. So there's 2 things I want to talk about. The first thing, I'm going to go through it, is the 2 parts of our mind, right? So we're just going to separate the mind into ego mind, and we're going to separate into God mind. So when I say God, whatever you feel comfortable with, if that's the universe, Mother Earth, whatever is your jam, that's yours. For me, I'm just going to use God because ego is edging God out. Okay, the ego mind was created when it believed, there was a part of us that believed that we were separate from God. It was created when we went into this fear instead of being in total love, when we didn't trust anymore, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The part of the mind that is guilty, thinks it's doing something wrong. It's always judging, right? Which is a complete attack on the spirit, our higher self, right? It's a complete attack against God. It's a complete attack. It's always on attack of the truth because it wants to live, right? It was created by us. It wants to live, so it has to do what it needs to do to live. It's like a whole entity. It's like a whole being. It's not really that, but it's something that literally is living and breathing within you that is against the truth. And so at every moment, you have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice whether you're going to be in your ego mind or you're going to be in your God mind. So how do we shift into? It's very simple. So I like to contemplate instead of meditate. I do meditate at times and breathe. But for me, contemplation is really important, where I sit and I watch and I observe and I have no judgment, right? I watch my thoughts. I let them come in. I think about what I'm thinking about, right? When I'm feeling suffering, when I'm feeling alone, when I'm feeling really depressed, when I'm feeling disconnected, when I am in all those emotions, and we can go on and on, I know that my thoughts are connected to ego mind. Because as soon as I go into God consciousness, the truth that we are all connected, that I am never alone, that I never have to be in this state, that I have access to peace and joy and love and harmony, right? And I get to exist and coexist with you, and I get to create, and I get to be this big badass soul that I am. When I go into that contemplation and I start to look at the trees, because right now I'm in this beautiful park right now and I'm seeing these beautiful trees, and I know that they are alive, and I know that right now they are speaking to me, with me, that I could jive with everything in existence, then I come to that peace. So right now, some of you are struggling. Some of you want to give up. Some of you are like, wow, this is a really hard place to be. And some of you feel separate from your loved ones. Some of you feel separated from your twin. Some of you feel all of that is illusion, ego mind. So what we do is we set it aside, right? We set the ego aside. We can speak it out. What we say is so it is. We speak out. I set you aside, right? And I connect to the Most High. I connect to my higher self. I connect to love. I connect to you. And I allow myself to feel full. And I allow myself to feel whole. And I allow myself to feel that peace that's within me. And I allow myself to feel that love that heals all things. And I allow myself to understand that I don't need to punish myself because I think that maybe God's going to punish me, because God doesn't punish you. And I don't have to sit in that space of suffering. And I sit and I contemplate, and I see the wind, right, hit the trees, right? And I feel my heartbeat. And I feel my whole existence. As we were doing that, I feel my shoulders drop. I feel my heart just at peace. I feel my 3rd chakra, like where my 3rd chakra is, or was, I should say, because everything's going into the heart right now. Right? That space where your will is and your choice is and your sovereignty is, right? That's starting to boost up right now and get really, really strong because it's connecting to who you really are, this infinite being that's not connected to time, that's connected to infinity, because you are infinite and you are love and you are gentleness, and you are peace. And at every moment, you have access to that. It's a choice. So the biggest thing that the ego does is make you feel guilty. It's the part of you that judges others and judges yourself. Right? This is a judgment against love. This is a judgment against love. Because what it's saying is that you are at fault when you are not at fault. Love says that you are not at fault. Love says that you are this sovereign, beautiful being. This beautiful being that's creating. Whether you are creating destruction or whether you are creating beauty and like beautiful love creation, you're still creating. Right? So allowing yourself in this moment to just release the judgment. Release the judgment. So maybe you created something you don't like. You still created that. It's okay. I created some things in my life, a lot of things in my life I created that, wow, I wasn't happy with. Wow. And I couldn't release them until I allowed myself to accept what I had done and to look at the mounds of shit that I had created. And I say shit because for me it was shit. It was nothing that was me. It was nothing that I wanted. But I had to look at my creation. I was like, look at this castles of shit. Yay, I created that. And I created so much of it that I saw my power in it. I was like, wow, you're pretty powerful, dude, because you created a whole like kingdom of shit. But then what happened was I accepted what I created. I looked at it, right? I looked at it with no judgment. And I know why I created it. I created it because I was in a lot of pain. I created it because I didn't know any other way. I created it because I believed some things that weren't true. I created it because I was living in a place, in a state where I was allowing certain programming, ideas, beliefs to control my life. And I was acting them out. I was playing them out. And once I understood that, I realized that I could reprogram my mind. I could connect to God. I could connect to the truth. And then with that, funneling the truth in, I could create a kingdom that is heaven on earth for myself. I woke up this morning and I was feeling really depressed and I was really down. And all of a sudden my guides came in and they were like, listen, you have a choice right now. You don't have to stay in this. You're staying in it. We let you sit in it for a little bit. I sat in it for like a few days where I was feeling kind of gloomy. It's a new year. We go into this idea that like, the holidays or make you feel a certain way and it's like, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that anymore. You get to just be happy. You get to be happy. You get to be happy. I love you guys so, so much. I wish you the best New Year ever. I will promise that I will go live a little bit on my birthday or December 31st to say hello because I'm going to be having this huge gathering with some of my favorite peeps. And oh God, there's many of you I wish could have been there, but I couldn't, invite everyone or I would have, right? Maybe at some point I'll have a huge event for my birthday, right? But I love you guys so much and I thank you. I thank you for supporting us and for being here. And I'm so grateful for our connection with you. I know that Dov feels the same way. We sat in gratitude for everything that got, everything that we created, everything that was given, everything was given when we couldn't even stand on our own 2 feet. We feel so blessed. We love you. Bye.